Welcome back. Head of the House of Ifta, Dr. Shawqi Allam, announced that the holy month of Ramadan will start on Tuesday. In a statement, Egypt's Ifta House announced that Monday would be the last day of Sha'ban for the 1442 Hijri year. The Muslim holy fasting month of Ramadan will begin on Tuesday, April the 13th in Egypt and Lebanon. Saudi Arabia said the crescent moon, which is used to establish the beginning of the month, was not visible and that the observation committees would meet again on Monday night. Ramadan fasting is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi accompanied the Tunisian counterpart Qais Said to the Cairo International Airport, wishing him a safe flight home after the 3-day formal visit to Egypt. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said that the president was keen on bidding the Tunisian farewell after a visit that reflected the depth and strength of relations between both countries and the solidarity in face of the current challenges. Earlier in the day, the Tunisian president visited Al-Azhar and met with the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Ahmad Al-Tayyib, and the high-ranking delegation to review the scientific and the cultural ties that bind the two sides, as well as means to combat extremism, expand the moderate thought, and preserve the Arab and the Islamic identities. The Tunisian leader also inspected the Cathedral of the Christ Nativity in the new administrative capital and received the souvenir gift. President Said, meanwhile, visited the National Museum for the Egyptian Civilization and Amr ibn al-As Mosque, as well as Salah ad-Din al-Qalyubi Citadel. The Tunisian president witnessed an Egyptian-Tunisian artistic celebration at the Opera House on the occasion of announcing 2021-22 as the year of the Egyptian-Tunisian culture. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi held a meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and a number of ministers and senior officials to follow up on the national strategy for implementing a number of industrial projects with the digital control technology. The details.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi met with the Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, Presidential Advisor for National and Strategic Projects Engineer Sharif Ismail, Minister of Public Business Sector Mr. Hisham Tawfiq, Minister of Trade and Industry Niveen Gami', and Minister of State of Military Production Engineer Muhammad Ahmed Mursi, and Head of the Arab Organization for Industrialization Mr. Abdel Mun'im El-Tiras. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said the meeting tackled the project of manufacturing digitized industrial machines. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi directed to accelerate with the implementation of the project, which will boost the state's strategy to achieve a qualitative leap in the local industry and to acquire the technological capacity in the digitized industry, with its production lines relying on artificial intelligence and information technology. The President has directed to carry on the implementation of the project, which will support the state's strategy to bring about a qualitative leap in the field of local manufacturing and to acquire the technological capacity in the digitized industry, with its production lines relying on artificial intelligence and information technology. He also directed His Excellency to pay attention to human resources training programs to provide high-level technical cadres capable of absorbing this modern technology, which is the basis of advanced industry in the current era. President Sisi also directed the government to provide human resources training programs to get calibers able to grasp such technology, which is the basis of an advanced industry of this era. The meeting dealt with the presentation of the concerned authorities for the project of manufacturing programmed digital control machines in all its aspects, in partnership with the oldest German and Japanese experience in this field, as well as a review of how to employ the results of this project to serve the objectives of industrial development in Egypt, as well as achieving the largest possible benefit from these machines. Modernization, especially in expanding the national system of small and medium enterprises for industrial production, as well as supporting the feeding industries and enhancing the activity and efficiency of new industrial complexes and specialized industrial cities at the level of the Republic, with the participation of all concerned parties, especially the Ministries of Commerce and Industry, Military Production, and the Arab Organization for Industrialization. President Sisi said that the main objectives of a strategy to localize the industry is moving from the assembly stage to modern stage, comprehensively aspects of car manufacturing, and increasing the percentage of the local components, including the industries that feed components, within the framework of relying on clean energy through the production of vehicles, which operates with electricity and natural gas to meet the needs of the Egyptian market for vehicles.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi delivered a speech on the 100th anniversary of the Jordanian Kingdom. Marking the occasion, President al-Sisi congratulated the Jordanian King, Abdullah II, and stressed that this occasion represents a good opportunity to enhance the bilateral relations and their efforts to bolster the joint Arab action. President al-Sisi referred to the pivotal role played by Jordan to consolidate Arab and Islamic causes, as well as the stances towards Egypt. Al-Sisi said that it has been proven beyond any doubt that the strategic coordination between the two nations is capable of dealing with all the challenges in a consensus that stems from the long historical ties between the two brotherly Arab states. The president concluded by offering congratulations from the Egyptian people to the king, the government, and the people of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan on the centennial celebration, wishing them more peace, prosperity, and stability. Jordan's king, Abdullah II, appeared in public alongside his half-brother, Prince Hamza. The first joint appearance since the palace crisis involving the prince rocked the kingdom. The images show the group of Hashemite royals where their ancestors are buried on the 100th anniversary since the founding of the kingdom. All were dressed in civilian clothes, apart from Hussein, the heir to the throne, who wore military dress. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli attended the national celebration of the Orphan Day on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, conveying the president's greetings to the Arab and the Islamic nation, also on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. The details.
On behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli congratulated the Egyptian people as well as the Arab and Islamic nations on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan while attending the national celebration of the Orphan Day. During this national celebration held Sunday, Dr. Madbouli conveyed the greetings of President Sisi for the success of the various activities directed towards young people. Madbouli explained that the Orphans' Day is a purely Egyptian occasion that has turned into a global icon to assure the whole world that Egypt is a nation that respects and appreciates every human being with his stature and value. Madbouli witnessed the celebration titled "Here I Accomplish Myself," which included artistic performances, songs, and children games. For his part, Minister of Youth and Sports, Dr. Ashraf Subhi, said that the ministry is working to provide sports, social culture, and developmental activities to educate and enlighten young people, stressing that they have opened doors for the young to practice various sports activities for free on the occasion. Subhi also added that he extends his thanks to the Egyptian state for providing these services to the people through harmonious governmental integration under the leadership of His Excellency President Sisi.
Minister of Health Dr. Hale Zaid started field visits of a number of hospitals at the Upper Egyptian Governorates. The first leg of her tour is Luxor, which aims to follow up on the work at the quarantine hospitals, as well as the chest and fever hospitals and medical facilities dedicated to receiving the coronavirus patients. Health Ministry spokesman Dr. Khalid Mujahid said that the visit comes within the framework of following up on the implementation of the ministry's plan to combat the spread of the pandemic. The minister is scheduled to visit a number of hospitals and the family medicine units in Upper Egypt, which is included in the first phase of the Comprehensive Health Insurance Program. The first phase includes 6 governorates: Port Said, South Sinai, Luxor and Ismailia. Aswan and Suez are next in line in the insurance program. Fighting for Yemen's